what's up, guys? It's Choi.
It's Sophie.
And me, Benjo.
Yeah, or if you guys also know him as Live. We know him as Benjo because we've been friends like forever. So please excuse us. We're just gonna call him Benjo the whole time.
Yeah.
We're close like that.
I also don't like being called Life in person. Like, it's just like an artist name for me.
Life is here. Life is happening.
Ooh,
bars.
Ooh,
Life is
life is happening. Wait.
Wait.
That's like a tagline.
Also, wait.
Life
sorry, I
is here.
just
Life is
realized.
happening.
Please get used to Sophie and I doing this today.
Right. Okay. So
Oh yeah,
for
sorry.
the people,
we have to share, and we don't usually do this because we're yappers, both of us.
for,
Yeah.
the, for the people who are watching this, thank you for getting the Lifeline EP. So
You a real one for that.
You real ones. I just wanted to like do this little podcast episode. I was going to just do an explanation of like the EP, all the songs, but I thought it was really boring. So I got my two most interesting and my most Japanese friends to like help me make this more fun for you guys.
Yeah. So why don't we get into it? So Benjo, tell us the name of the EP and maybe the lineup and stuff.
Okay, so the name of the EP is called Lifeline, and that's actually the name of like the studio that we're recording in right now.
Yes.
Yeah, so Lifeline, my name is Life, and basically it's like this play on this idea that a lifeline is like the ECG, it's like their heartbeat, you see it in like the lines, right? But then lifeline to me is also like how I can live. So I use music to be able to live.
Music is your lifeline.
Yeah, music is literally my lifeline. And that's why the studio is called that. That's why this EP is called that.
I just thought of something. Is it also lifeline because like lifesavers are orange and a lot of your stuff is orange? Or was that?
Is that a thing?
Yeah, like lifesavers, like in the pool, like when they save people like who are drowning, they use.
Is
like,
that even orange?
They're all orange.
Yes, they're all orange.
Okay.
The ring thing.
Oh, like
The
in
round
like
thing, yeah.
Dude, I thought you guys were talking about like a salbabida.
No, like the
actual
people, they don't save people with salvavidas in like emergency situations. They use like thick.
Yeah, the
okay,
orange
okay,
thing.
okay.
Yeah.
Yes, I know what you're talking about. No, it's not, but that's cool.
That's cool.
That's pretty cool.
You should have just said yes. And
Yes.
played it off.
Yes, it is because of that.
Everything is well thought out down to
Yeah.
the very, the orange of the
The
salbabida.
brand.
Not the salvavida. It's called a lifesaver.
The lifesaver. Okay. No, it's not because of that. But it's cool. It's cool
cool,
that it like
right?
works out that way.
I just thought of that now.
Yeah. What was the question again?
Oh yeah, run us through the songs that are in the EP.
Okay, right. So this EP for everyone who's actually like following along with the songs that I release. These are all, I would say like 98% of it are songs that are already released except for this one song. So the first song is Take It All In. Second is Doing This Right.
Yes.
I think I'm getting this right. Closed Off.
Yes.
Why is it like a game show?
Correct.
Ding, ding, ding.
Closed
Correct,
Off.
correct.
And then
5, 4.
Whoever.
Yes. Good job.
Adventure Time.
Yes.
And then
Yeah.
Two Jobs.
There we go.
There we go. There we
You
go.
win.
What do I win?
You win the EP.
You and the EP you made.
Yeah. Are you happy
Amazing.
about that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like my EP.
I guess you can tell us now about like why did you select these specific songs out of all of the songs that you've like made in your career? Like why these specific songs to be on the Lifeline EP?
Yeah.
Firstly, I think some of the songs that I released here, especially Take It All In, that's just like a popular song of mine. That's the one that a lot of people like.
Yeah, and it's the first one.
It's the first
That's
one.
usually
Yeah,
usually what you do.
So it's a good fucking song. I think so.
I think it's a good song too.
I think it's a great song.
Oh wait, what's your favorite song of the E EP?
I'd say personally I really like I like Take It All In, but I also really like Two Jobs.
Yeah. That seems like more your thing.
Yeah, I like doing
Because
this
of the
right.
Miles Teller line.
No,
Yeah.
in
Oh,
general.
we'll get into it later. But
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
I get it. I like doing this right, because as a singer.
Right.
Yeah, I
As
like
you
the more
guys all
melodic
know,
songs.
Choi is an amazing singer, honestly. I ask him a lot of advice about singing.
Performer. He was a performer.
Yes, I was. So yeah, I like the melody line. I think the melody line is really catchy for that song.
Thank you.
Like you like the more melodic songs, and I like the more like
Rapping.
rap songs. I noticed that.
Damn.
It's
Duality.
It's interesting that you like Take It All In, because like the first verse was about like a situation about you.
Yeah,
It's about you.
I
Not
actually
about
know.
you, but like your
It's about you.
situation.
Yeah.
You're the bitch.
I'm the one that this is.
You're the one who has to take it all in.
Whoa.
Ooh.
No,
but
no,
honestly,
she's
even-
not.
I mean, honestly, even without that, it would still be one of my favorite songs, just because I love
just told you that after
the
actually.
beat. Yeah, and I remember listening to it and being like, "Why is this familiar?
Why is this
like,
familiar?
why is this
the
so
trauma
relatable?"
coming back?
Yeah. Actually, I remember when we were listening to the lines, I was like, damn.
Yeah, love that.
I know whose story this is.
Yeah, I love but honestly, even without that, like, I genuinely really think it's such a catchy song. Like, it's
Thank
a
you.
hit. It would be like the single of the album for me.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, exactly.
Technically it is, yeah.
Exactly. So
Right.
speaking about the
running
song,
about the songs, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
thinking
yeah.
about the songs in general, like, was there kind of like a through line you wanted to tell through the songs, and why those are specifically why you picked them?
Like
Is it
why
about,
pick
like-
the songs?
Yeah,
for
like,
this
is it about
project?
you? Is it about your growth? Like, is there like a theme that you kind of softly woven into
Yeah.
picking the songs?
For me, I feel like I count this more as a mixtape than anything. So if
Mhm,
we're
mhm.
talking sonically, there's not a lot that's
Ooh. Sonically.
like
Yeah, the hedgehog.
the hedgehog.
Oh, yeah.
No, if we're talking about just like the sonics of the sound, it doesn't like fit together
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. So it's really just like a mixtape of songs that I really like.
Yeah.
But theme wise of like what the songs are about, I noticed that these songs specifically came at the time where music was my therapy. Yeah.
I love that.
So like a lot of these songs that I personally think are super good. It's my best writing, my best production. I felt like it was at a moment where I wasn't trying to, I have to keep going for my career to go.
Yeah.
It's not like a business thing where I'm trying to like, okay, more songs. It was like
Self-expression.
I fully cannot move on from this problem
Yeah.
if I don't talk about it in song.
So they're basically in song. So they're basically like songs that you just felt like you had to make.
Yeah, exactly. To keep living, hence Lifeline.
Wow.
Wow. Everything is thought out.
Everything.
Damn. Yeah. Okay. So speaking of that, like now we can get into specifically like the songs.
Yeah,
diba?
yeah.
So I guess we're probably gonna run through this question a lot, but in terms of Take It All In, like tell us about like the background now of that song. That's right. Say their names. Say their names.
No, okay.
Say their names.
This is really interesting thing about how I make music.
Yeah.
Sometimes when I'm writing it, I kind of manifest things for those lyrics to make sense.
You should write a song about having $1 million.
I
I
was
was gonna
thinking
say-
that. I was thinking that. Like the
Yeah.
next song. Next song is about being rich.
Yeah. Here's a completely original title. It should be called $1 Million Baby.
Totally not another popular song called $1 Million Baby.
Yeah, I think that's a very original and catchy title.
Okay. Yeah. I'll do that.
Yeah, so what about Take It All In? Like, what was happening? What was up with that? What was up with that?
What was up with that?
What was wrong with
that?
that?
Take It All In. It's my most, I would say, toxic song, or more of like really just being
It's your Reputation era song.
reputation
Yeah.
your song. Yeah, exactly. It is. I've noticed like a lot of people at the time were really just doing me wrong, just like lying to me. I found out about it, and it's kind of me being petty about it. I'm as you guys
Yeah.
know me. I don't
Yeah.
usually do stuff like that, especially in person. That's why like
Yeah.
I'll just bring it out through
Yeah.
song, things
But
like that.
I feel like expressing it through something like songwriting or just any creative outlet is like it's a good way to deal with those feelings rather than just letting them, fester.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think I wouldn't say it's toxic like what you said.
Yeah.
It's more of just like, this is you expressing like your reaction to some
Yeah.
stuff. So
True.
Yeah, and I also think like sometimes, just to get over it, you just need to be a little
Yeah,
petty.
dude. I just need to go all
Yeah,
in.
Oh,
Uh,
which was the question that I had, which was Benjo. Take what all in? What is it?
What is being taken in?
But
People
yeah,
are
okay.
going to die if
But
they don't
okay,
know this.
To be more specific, why did I even say like take it all in?
Yeah.
It's more of like, okay, I'm speaking to the person who just did shitty things to me, like lied to me.
Say their name.
No, I'm not doing that. Doesn't matter right now. But yeah, like it's me basically telling them, okay, your karma is coming. Take it all in.
Yeah.
So what's being taken in is karma.
Is karma.
That's amazing.
I'm not doing that.
Damn, yeah, exactly. Because like you look at the title of the song and you think it's something about like how you have to take it all in, like
Yeah.
it's something for you. But
Yeah.
what I like about the song is that it's like no, everything's coming to you.
Yeah, I don't have to do anything about
Everything's
that.
coming to you. I'm not gonna say their name.
It's multiple people though.
I-
Not gonna lie.
I think what's interesting about it though is that usually when you say take it all in, it's like a positive connotation. Like it's like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm taking it all in. Like I'm taking in
Like-
the scenery, this
Right.
moment. But then in this specific song, it's about like,
A negative thing.
it's
Yeah.
like the opposite where it's like, I don't know if that's a double entendre, but it's cool. Like it's like
It's a cool
it's
like
a cool like
thing.
flip on the meaning of taking
Yeah.
it all in.
Thank
yeah,
you.
and I think
you.
what's also like cool about it, like, and we might just be injecting so much meaning into it, but I think the thing is that like from the standpoint of these people, they think that what they did was like right.
Yes.
Right.
Okay. I think that's also what makes
You guys
it so
have so much
smart.
more context
Sorry.
than anyone
Sorry,
else.
sorry.
But it's cool. It's cool.
But I think that's kind of what makes it smart too, because in a way there are moments where like the people who have wronged you think that they're the ones who were wronged or something like that. So it's like that's why the take it all in has like two kind of meanings. Oh, that's so good. I mean, wow, great job.
Thank you.
Yeah, because they think that like they're just gonna take in all of this, like that they're taking it all in, but then it rears its ugly head and it's like actually no, what's coming for you is karma,
Yeah,
bitch.
it's
Yeah.
like you're not taking in like good shit. You're taking in like the karmic debt of the things you've done.
And you deserve it.
Yeah, I don't even have to do
I know where you
anything.
live.
Like one of one of my favorite lines I feel like gets overlooked is this line I go, y'all know who you are, I don't really live that far. Seeing how I live inside your head, I pay no mind with no rent.
I think that comes from like the famous saying of I'm living in your mind rent free.
Yeah,
right?
rent free, exactly.
So funny.
And we know where you live.
Okay.
You don't live that far.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
We're coming for you.
But yeah,
Guns.
it makes sense.
Oh.
No, I'm
Like,
just kidding.
with guns.
No, that was a joke legally.
For legal purposes,
that was
we
a
are
joke.
not doing anything.
Okay, so
violent.
that was Take It All In. I noticed you do a lot of promo for this song specifically.
Yeah,
Especially the part.
Yes.
Do you feel like
the zombie
it?
one.
The zombie.
Yeah.
zombie part.
Say
the line.
Line. You say the line.
Could you go a day without speaking about me? You put yourself in a grave and came back like a zombie. Hey,
Hey.
dude, I was gonna scrap that line.
I was gonna ask actually, why did you choose like the zombie as an analogy?
I like flipping words and kind of like connecting.
He likes just flipping.
No, I thought you was
Backflips.
going to say I like zombies.
No, well, okay.
I like zombies.
Part of the reason why it even worked is because of like I'm a fan of the Call of Duty
Call of Duty
zombies.
zombies.
Yes.
So I have like the sound effect in it, and it was just cool.
Oh
But
wow! I didn't
yeah,
know
I don't
that.
know if you
Okay.
hear the background, the little scream.
Yeah.
It's the zombie from Black Ops 2.
So why zombie?
But why? Because I like flipping words and kind of like connecting them. So the first word I thought of was like, you put yourself in a grave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was just like, okay, what can I do with that? Okay, dead people, skeleton, the deceased, zombie. Like, oh, okay, zombie works, and it even works like thematically. Where it's
Exactly.
like you put yourself there,
And now
but
you want to come crawling back.
Oh, I see.
yeah,
I see.
came back like a zombie.
Yeah.
I see what you mean.
Yeah.
And then the next one I go, gotta respect the dead.
Yeah, I love that part. It's also like this person is dead to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why are they coming back? Yeah,
I like
yeah.
putting a lot of connections
That's
on
really
like
cool.
each line. It's not just like a one-liner.
That's really cool.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. So I think we can move on to the next song. So doing this right, like once again, like what was, as you said, like you like to talk about like the situations just to like process them and
Right.
get over them. What was kind of the inspiration behind doing this right? What's the context?
I think doing this right was the first song I released in this year, 2024.
Mm-hmm.
And by that point, I released songs from 2021, 2022, and you guys saw me. I was like releasing a song like almost every month.
Every month, yeah.
Yeah, almost every month
Yeah.
without, and if not, it would be twice a month.
Yeah.
And I was like, nothing was even like going.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Nothing like went at all. Like I was struggling to make 100 streams a month, and I would release a song, just like, damn, like this is really hard. So
Yeah.
it came to a point where I was like, am I even doing any of this right? Like, am I just, is it the music? Is
Yeah.
it the content? Is it whatever? Am I just not being patient enough about it? And the mindset of that song is just kind of like this toxic grind mindset where
Yeah.
where I'm just like, just keep going. Like this is going crazy right now. Like I
Yeah.
don't know what's happening. I don't know if this is working, but just keep going. But
Yeah,
in a
yeah,
bad
yeah.
way.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was gonna answer my question. Like,
Mm.
doing what right?
Nothing in my head. In my head, it was nothing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, I see, I see. So
That's why the chorus is like, I've been feeling fine. It's easier to say that I'm all right.
yeah,
Yeah. So it's just kind of like denying that I actually feel bad that nothing's worked.
yeah, exactly. And I think like it's also kind of an important conversation to have because like honestly, in a time where we like have Chapel Roan who seems to have blown up overnight and things like that, what people don't really see and talk about is that you grind for a while.
It's cool now that like people are starting to look more into like the artist's journey of it.
Like their
Because-
lore, their
yeah,
history.
because back then like artists just came out of nowhere. You love them, and then that's
Yeah,
like
like
their songs.
I think there's this saying from one of the YouTubers I watch about Sabrina Carpenter, because obviously she blew up with like Short and Sweet and even with like Nonsense and stuff like that, but
Right.
she's actually been at it for like years, 10 years. And then
And those
this
are already people in like
advantageous
advantages.
Like the thing is, it takes 10 years to be an overnight success. Like
Exactly.
that's the saying. And I think it comes a lot also from this idea that a lot of people are like claiming that so many of these new artists are like, oh, came out of nowhere,
Industry
like, industry
plant.
plants. And I'm like, I think it's kind of cool that we're seeing this surge of artists who are really like, you know, who have been
they're
through
really
it.
about this.
Like
They're about
they're
this
about-
life.
like yeah, like honestly, sorry, just a quick but like talking about like Chapel Roan, her song Pink Pony Club is literally about how she was about to quit music.
Yeah.
It's like it's pretty cool, but yeah, amazing.
Yeah.
She's so good.
Yeah. Oh my
So
God,
good.
Chapel Roan is so good.
We
But yeah.
love her.
Yeah, but I think it's interesting also like its position in the EP where you have Take It All In, which is one of I think we agree that like it's one of your best works. You
Yeah.
know, it's written really well,
Thank
right?
you.
And to have doing this right come next kind of shows that, you know, the journey is worth it. Like there is the struggle, but the journey is worth it because you know, you have like one of your best works that really showcase how you've evolved as like a writer and a musician and all of that stuff
Thank you.
come right before it.
Yeah, I really feel like somewhere at the end of 2023, like I just kind of got it. I was like,
Yeah.
okay, I know how to make music now. Back then, it was
That's
just like
great.
it sounds decent, but I think specifically with the next song, Closed Off. Closed Off was like that one song that took me like a few minutes. I was like, damn, I know how to make music.
Honestly, like I feel like I wanted to ask also, like I find it so cool that it goes from like your sort of petty like Reputation era type song, and then right after it goes to like this song about like, you know, doubts about your dreams and things like that. Then it kind of made me wonder, like, is there a reason why you put the songs in the order that they're in?
Well, because honestly, it's not even that cool of a reason, but the mixtape is around like 5-6 songs.
Yeah.
And I think Doing This Right and Closed Off are like the more depressy songs. So I didn't want them at the end.
Yeah.
That's about it. Yeah, I wanted to end with like happier sounding music or cooler
Yeah.
sounding music.
Yeah, and now it leads us perfectly into the next part. Yeah, so once again, tell us about the song. Tell us about what was going on. What was the thought behind
Closed Off is my absolute, like, for me as a writer It's one of my favorite ones. Like,
Ooh.
cause Closed Off for me. Sorry, wait, hold up. There we go. Closed Off for me is like, it's a song about feeling like this dream of mine. I like parallels of this thing of my music. When people talk about chasing their dreams, it's always such
Yeah.
a magical Disneyland type of
Yeah.
oh, chasing your dream.
Yeah.
But I like putting it's like chasing a dream can actually haunt you from not living your own life. That's what Closed Off
Yeah.
is. It's the fear that I want this dream to work so much. I want this music career to work so much that I miss out on everything.
Yeah, I actually like noticed that line in the chorus where you're like, I'm not sure if this is exactly what it is, but
Okay.
you're like, I don't want to just spend time alone
Yeah.
in my room.
It's I don't want to spend my time. Fuck. I don't remember it.
But that was the basic
Yeah, I'm
gist
trying
of
to
what it meant. Damn.
But yes, something like that.
That was the basic gist of what it meant. Like, I found it so cool because, yeah, like, I feel like people don't see this side of chasing your dreams where it comes at such a cost.
Yeah, you really have to sacrifice. Like when you chase like this music career again, we're just talking about it for people already in an advantage of like their parents or these people, they were Disney stars or whatever. They
Yeah.
still took
So
quite a
Years.
while.
Yeah.
Took a really long time. How much more for me?
Yeah.
Oh, another thing about the Lifeline thing, just it's pretty cool because like my entire family is full of doctors.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
that was like another thing about it. So it's kind of like a play on that. Like I'm the one person who decided not to go into the medical field, but I have the
But you
music
have the
brand
Lifeline.
that's called Lifeline.
Wow.
That is
Yeah.
so smart.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jiro Ona. He was the one who thought of that.
Yeah, that's so smart. Shout out Jiro.
Good job.
But yeah, like the journey once again is like pretty interesting to have doing this right where it's like grind, and then the next
Goes
song leading
cool stuff
to
where it's like I feel bad that I'm just always here there. This is like
Yeah.
it's kind of like cause and effect.
yeah, exactly. Like direct
Yeah.
effect is that now it's like, well, I've been grinding for
just
so long.
here.
Like, what am I missing? Like,
Yeah.
I feel like there's also something I read somewhere where it was like it's hard to be an artist if you isolate yourself from life
Yes.
experiences, because what are you gonna make your art about
For real.
if
Like
you don't get to like live?
yeah, because
know.
that song even came out because I had a conversation with one of our friends where it was like, I was going through like a pretty bad breakup already at that point, and it was just like starting to hit me again
yeah,
because it just sucks. So it's a bad feeling. I didn't want to feel that again,
Mhm.
but this friend of mine just went like, okay, but make sure you just don't close yourself off though. That's
Damn.
literally where it came from. So it's
Yeah.
like, it's interesting because I wouldn't have ever thought of that, the general theme of this song, if I didn't have that conversation
Yeah,
outside of my studio.
yeah. When you weren't
When
closed
I
off.
weren't, yeah,
When
I
I
was out,
weren't?
when I weren't closed off.
I weren't closed off.
No, but yeah. So that was gonna answer my question. Closed off from what?
From
that
the
crazy?
world, from life.
Closed off from life,
From
but you are,
life?
For
but you are
real.
life.
But I
Oh
am
my
like,
god, close
what?
from life, but you are life. I actually wanted to like, I find it cool also because there's also this other thing. Sorry, people are talking about now where it's like, the problem with art when it collapses on itself is when it exists in a vacuum without human life,
Right.
like
right.
fashion for fashion's sake,
Yeah, yeah.
or culinary, like gourmet food for food's sake. Like, it isn't related in any way to how people live their lives. It's not connected to how a human would want to wear clothes or
True.
what a human would want to eat. So I think the deeper meaning to like also being closed off is like, if you're not connected with people or the world,
Yeah.
if you're just like isolated,
That's like my whole slogan. It's literally like, I'm a human being and so are you.
yeah, I have the shirt.
Yeah, all right, exactly.
Yeah,
You guys
it's
have the
on the shirt.
merch.
Yeah.
Merch coming soon,
Merch coming soon.
I think.
But yeah, so speaking of like, I was trying to make a really natural segue, but I couldn't. Let's talk about the next song.
Let's go.
Anyway, let's talk about the next song. So the next.
Whoever wants to hear about the next song.
Oh, you can't be closed off from whoever.
Wah, wah.
sobrang pilit.
Sobrang pilit.
But yeah, so with the next song, whoever, obviously there is a very clear inspiration for this song. So who is ever?
Who is ever?
Tell me who the whoever.
Sino si ever?
Ever. Sino si ever? Whoever.
Whoever is whoever is about my
Ever
girlfriend.
Gotesco.
Ever Bilena.
They won't even. Someone won't even get that.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Okay.
Everything, everywhere, all at once.
Kasi yung main character, yung pangalan niya is Everlyn.
Sorry.
This is why I
Okay,
asked.
sorry,
If you
sorry.
guys want to watch the Gemini Energy podcast, this is exactly how they sound
The
like.
Gemini Energy podcast is just this. So
Yeah,
it's
quick
about
shout
your
out to them.
girlfriend.
Yes, my girlfriend Bianca Taniega.
Love you, Bianca.
Who also makes music?
Yes,
Oh,
she
yeah.
makes amazing music, and I also produce for her.
I pop my pussy to her music.
Okay. Moving on.
Yeah, so tell us more about the song.
So for a while now, I think sometime the start of this year, I kind of decided I should try studying music abroad in Australia. And it was a really awkward moment because Bianca and I just became like boyfriend and girlfriend pretty recently. Most people have this conversation like later on.
Yeah.
I think we had it in like our second month. Where it's-
Yeah. I remember the joke was, "Will you be my girlfriend? Okay, bye."
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
my
yeah.
God,
I
no.
remember.
No, but what I like the green flag was really just she really supported it, even if she knew that she'd have a hard time too.
Damn.
Yeah, so she really supported it, and whoever is basically like, it would be so much easier if this wasn't a thing. Like if we met at like if I think about it, if we met at the time after I finished all our studying, it would have been so much simpler. I feel
Yeah.
like, or even before where it was like
You had more time.
we had more time, but.
Yeah.
So that's what I mean when I say if I could fall in love without all the pressure.
I also really like basically the message and the line in the chorus where it's like you can't just be with whoever, and
Yeah.
I think your situation with Bianca really proves that, like, everybody deserves someone who will support them no matter where they are in their lives or in their career. And maybe you guys did end up meeting and getting together now just to prove that. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
It really just it has to be her. It has to be her.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
Yeah, but like I have no doubt about it. Like she's just super supportive.
yeah.
It's super nice to see.
Yee. Yee. But yeah, this is actually like one of my favorite songs of yours. Period. Just because I love the melody. The melody is so. Sometimes I will hum it randomly.
It gets stuck
Ooh,
in your
Yeah, it gets
I
stuck in my
didn't
head.
know
Yeah.
I
Don't make
know
it-
that.
I didn't
Don't make
know
it weird,
that.
Benjo.
Ooh.
No, but yeah.
But yeah,
I-
when I first showed this to Joy, he was just like, there's the one part where I actually don't falsetto it.
Yeah, belt.
Yeah, when
I was like,
felt it.
oh,
Yeah, I
okay.
was pretty proud of that.
okay,
I was
singing from the diaphragm.
Okay, supported vocals.
No, but another thing that I noticed, like besides just the melody, is that like it also like showcases your growth in terms of like instrumentation and stuff. There's a lot of layers in the
Yeah.
song.
Oh my god.
There's like a
for
lot of there's a
real.
lot of like instruments and stuff that like make the
That
song
shit
come
took
together.
so long.
Dude,
For real, it took so long for me to finish that shit.
honestly, one of my favorite parts in the whole EP is the guitar solo in Whoever.
Damn.
That was
Nice.
like, when I heard that for the first time, I was literally like, oh, he's cooking, like he's doing something completely different, because you're basically like a hip hop artist, but
True.
I can see like your background in like because you've been playing instruments
Yeah.
before. That was like your
I feel like
first
I never really
music thing.
put so much of it in
Yeah.
my previous music because it
But-
was just
mhm.
it took a while. It takes a while for you
But-
to like integrate.
You integrated it so like seamlessly. Very
Thank
nice.
You, thank you.
Yeah, it makes for a really, really beautiful song.
It's kind of like because for some people who are like listening to the song for the first time, I have two songs that came up before this that were also pretty popular.
Yeah.
Just like Whenever, Whatever, and now Whoever.
And he got permission from Shakira
Yes.
to put the songs out.
But yeah, like those songs specifically, I feel like whenever that song that I said that sometime in 2023, I just knew how to make music. I feel
Yeah.
like that song was like, wow, that was fucking good.
Yeah, yeah.
Like that's a pop song.
Like, to be honest, it gives me very like, and this might be like a compliment to the highest degree, but it kind of gives me Jake vibes. Like the way it's so like,
Ooh.
the way it's so
Thank you.
atmospheric, kind of like.
Oh wait,
like,
whoever, not the other ones.
whoever.
Okay, yes, we're talking about whoever. Yes.
Yeah, it
Even
like,
I get confused which one. Like, wait, whatever.
yeah, that one. It's very Jake in that it's very like atmospheric. It really like paints a clear picture of the song for you in terms of the instrumentation.
Yeah.
Okay, but you know,
I had
what?
practice though.
Yeah. But do you know what time it is?
Wait.
Dude, my transition was better than that.
Okay, fine, wait, go.
What's your
Like, dude, I was gonna say, speaking of like really good instrumentation that you've incorporated into your songs, Adventure Time has ukulele, but also what time is it?
Okay.
You made him go first. You made him go first just for him to say,
He's like, oh, do you
"Yo,
have one?
what time
Go,
it
go,
is
go."
adventure."
Parang I'm having a knack for adventure.
that is so event host coded. Like that.
Do you know what time it is?
Like, Choi, I'm having a knack for adventure.
Speaking of adventure, the next song on the EP
Bruh.
is called Adventure
Adventure
Time.
Time.
So once again, like, just run us through like what was well, obviously there's a bunch of references packed in there, but tell us first about just the general context.
Yeah, for the song itself.
Yeah.
This song is like the one unreleased song that I haven't like put on any streaming platform yet.
Ooh.
Yeah, so
Exclusive.
if you have this EP, only you guys have it, so don't share with anyone.
He's Taylor Swift in it. He's gonna make 30,000 versions.
Yeah, to oh, I was gonna say something shady.
No, it's okay. I know what you're gonna say.
Anyways, so yeah, Adventure Time was one of those. It was kind of like a writing practice for me because I didn't have a lot of things to do. What?
You know what time it is?
It's
Sorry, I'm still on that.
yeah, it was like a
Yeah.
writing, like it was almost like a writing drill for me because I didn't have much to do, and I was curious. It's like, what can I do in 24 hours?
Oh,
Yeah, like what
go on an
fucking
adventure.
what fucking song can I do 24 hours? I can do the whole thing. I can produce, I can
Yeah.
write, I can sing, I can mix, and just all of that. So
But
it's like,
why
much-
did you have to do it in 24 hours?
it was just like a little challenge of mine.
okay.
It's like
that's cool.
I have this theory that limitations brings out the best art.
Oh, that's very true.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people make music or make art really good because they don't have everything at their disposal.
Yeah, the challenges, it makes you like think
you have
around.
to think outside the
yeah.
box, and because you're in that creative headspace, you have to like think of workarounds to make it either easier or sound cooler, even though it's not typical.
Yeah.
Yeah, so usually when I'm making songs, like, okay, I'll try to look for a perfect sample, perfect loop, but it takes too long. Like, shit, I don't.
And you end
Is
up
this
spending more time.
Yeah, it takes so much more time. So I'm like, okay, I only have 24 hours to make this song. So I just bought the ukulele at this time. I'm like, all right, let me just play a bunch of chords. I don't even think they're like proper chords, really. I don't know. It doesn't sound like the typical chord progression for me. And I just ran with that. I'm like,
So-
okay, just put drums
So
on
it started with the ukulele chords.
Yeah, it started with the ukulele chords, and then when you're on a time crunch, any idea is the idea you go with.
Yeah.
So I'm like, ukulele, what do I write about?
So
Adventure Time.
what is it about?
Because
Like,
I love Adventure Time.
it's really just about the show, or like does the
It's-
show have a personal, special meaning for you?
No, honestly, it was just like a little reference because I made the song out of like the ukulele. But
Yeah.
for this specifically, it's like a love song for my relationship with music.
Oh, that's so nice.
That's why that's the only one where it's like I put it right after Closed Off, and doing this
Whoever.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ah,
and
okay.
whoever's also there.
Yeah. Cause I think it's kind of cool that you decided to go for like why Adventure Time specifically? Like how does Adventure Time relate to your relationship with music?
Yeah, it's not because there's not much time for me to make this song. It really wasn't that deep. I was just like ukulele, Adventure
Adventure
time.
time.
Go on with your friends. Go
No,
to
to
a very
very
distant
different
land.
land. Take the dog and fin the human, and fun will never end. It's
Adventure time. And also, like, I always have references of like I'm a human being and things like that. So I was like, oh,
Finn
Finn
is
the
a human.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh.
things like that. Yeah. So
But yeah, speaking of like the references and stuff, like
I'd
you-
also call that one of the singles for this
Adventure
mixtape.
Time.
Yeah, Adventure Time.
yeah, for sure. Like, are there other instances where, well, you have some, but like, are there other instances that you of note for you where you inserted like reference to media you enjoyed in specific lines or specific songs,
Like specific lines that I enjoyed writing, or
or like or like other? Do you have any other examples of like little references that you put in your songs, in
Oh.
any of your songs?
well, there's the zombie one. So it's like
Yeah.
yeah.
In the next
song
I want to talk about.
Oh right, in Two Jobs, there's I do like this little witty reference to what's a movie called Whiplash.
Should we go on to?
Whiplash.
Yeah, Whiplash.
And speaking of Whiplash,
Speaking of Whiplash, you in the next song.
I was already talking about the next song.
Yeah, he already segued it for us.
Yeah, so the next song I have called
there's
Two
two
Jobs.
of us here, and we both have jobs.
I guess you can say that
In between us, there's.
2 jobs.
So the next song is called Two
What if
Jobs.
the next song was like not that at all?
So
Yeah,
the
you
next
guys got it wrong, pala.
The next song is Element. Oh, speaking of that, actually, did you? Because okay, 2 jobs is my other.
Oh yeah, that's your other favorite, right?
So
right?
right.
Oh.
So
What was
I
that?
really like the Miles Teller line just because Whiplash is one of my favorite
Dude,
movies. So
It's a
keeping
crazy
up,
movie.
dude.
Yeah.
But that was so witty. But also, I think you say Element in this song. Is
I
it
say it in
this song?
Adventure Time.
You say it in Adventure
Yeah.
Time. Sorry.
You were wrong. Next question.
No, but I kind of like that one too because I say I'm lost in my element.
Yeah.
I can't see that this all had an effect in me. Life.
Ooh.
It's also because you have another song.
Yeah, I also
called
have
Element.
yeah, so it's a
like your
second reference.
self-referential.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah. So Two Jobs. Tell us about that one. Wait.
That one I just wanted it to be
I
like
forgot to do the
rapping.
thing. So what time is Adventure Time? 4:30.
4:30.
Okay, so Two Jobs.
Anything after 5 p.m. is not an Adventure Time no more.
No. That's a different.
Somewhere else.
That's a.
Not until 4.
Is that SpongeBob? That's not Adventure Time.
But it's a sponge. It's related to time.
All right. So.
It's related to time.
All right. So anyway, Two Jobs. Tell us about that song.
Yeah, I just wanted to rap. I think that was like the simplest thing. I just wanted to rap as
Yeah.
in the 2 previous songs, whoever, and
It was more melodic.
it was it was melodic, and I was just doing a lot of the instrumentation.
Yeah.
But I think there's also cool creativity and art in the form of sampling.
Yeah, I was actually gonna ask about the sample in the chorus. Like, where did you get that sample from? It sounds.
Yeah, I don't know. I go through the internet like every day just trying to look for samples, and I found this one guy where he just has like these vocal samples and he's just saying whatever. Like that line is a lot longer.
Mhm.
It's so dragged out.
What is the line? What is the line you used specifically?
The line is got 2 jobs, blow up and blow speakers. That's the
Ooh.
line. And there's like way more to that, but I cut it and then I pitched it down. So it was cool. I like the idea. The reason why that one stuck to me the most out of all of the ones that I heard from him was because it felt cool, because I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I'm a producer. I'm also a rapper and singer. That's kind of like having 2 jobs.
Yeah. You basically have you're like a multifaceted.
Yeah.
I was actually gonna ask did you write it after you heard the sample? Like when you heard the sample, you
Yeah.
thought of the idea for the song?
Yeah, for me, I usually make the beat first and then I write something. Except for whoever, that was like other way around.
Mm.
But for
Yeah,
the
you
most
wrote
part,
something first.
yeah, for the most part, it's really just me making the beat first and then I write around it. That's why a lot of it sounds like it kind of like works.
Yeah. That's what I was, that's also what I was gonna ask about. Like, what was the significance of the sample to you and to the song, where you were like, oh, this is perfect for the song? Like,
Yeah. I think I had some lines for the first verse, like the Miles Teller line. So I wanted to put that there. And then when I heard that sample, that's when I had to put the whole. So when you ask me what I do for a living, the name is life. But ain't it funny? That's the clean version. But ain't it funny? I bring the vibe but make a killing.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the Miles Teller line is also because Miles Teller has 2 jobs.
What?
He's an actor
And
and the Fantastic Four.
What?
Did I say actor?
yeah.
I was supposed to say drummer.
Oh.
I was like,
You missed the entire
I
joke.
was like, Choi, he's acting in Fantastic Four. He's not
It's-
actually
That's
a superhero.
fiction.
No,
That's a
I'm
fictional
supposed to say a
character,
drummer.
Choi.
No.
That's a fictional
Oh, they messed it
character.
up.
Okay. Anyway.
But yeah, I guess we kind of covered everything.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you guys want to ask me?
I guess in terms of like 2 jobs, like any specific reason why you put it last?
Yeah, okay. Because I think after Adventure Time, where it's kind of like, okay, I have a better relationship with music now. Where it's like, at the end of the day, as hard as this may be, I still love making music.
Yeah.
And I think 2 jobs is more of like, I'm back on the grind.
Yeah, it's a really great
Yeah.
note to end the EP on, where it's like, yeah, it can be hard. There are times when it does, kind of put you down, but then at the end of the day, it's like, it's worth doing, and I wouldn't be doing anything
Yeah.
else. But
I actually have this line there that I feel like some people might find interesting. The line goes, 1999, I've been living in this household, barely 2 weeks in. Heaven almost gained the soul.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Tell the story. Tell the
Yeah.
story.
You know
Okay.
the lore about
Yeah,
this.
you guys know the
Explain.
lore about it. But so I'm gonna tell you guys. So when I was a kid, I was very sickly for some reason. Yeah, I came out and just something happened. It's called neonatal sepsis. I don't know anything about that, but that's what it's called. And basically, it didn't look good for me. It was like 1 to 2 weeks in, and there's this thing as a Catholic where if the baby doesn't look like he's about to make it, they baptize him very early on.
Yeah.
So I was baptized in like a closet in the hospital
Damn.
because they didn't. It looked kind of bad. It didn't look too good. So it was like I always wanted to reference that in a song, so I finally did. Barely 2 weeks
is
in,
there
heaven
like
almost
a
gained the soul.
connection to that with like the everything else in the song, or is this song really more of just like every line you've thought of that you wanted to include in a song but you weren't able to before?
Nah, I think it's just the general theme, because that song is just a general theme of like, I'm gonna get this. That's
Okay.
like the whole thing. So I'm like, bro, 2 weeks in, I was like, I'm not dying now. 2
You-
weeks in, I was
Yeah.
still like, nah.
Like at 2 weeks old, you were like a fucking hustler.
Nah, I'd live.
Nah, I'm
And
living.
now he's life.
Ooh.
Yeah, so even at that point, it was cool. And then, because the next line only like, took so many detours,
Yeah.
but the world reassures it leads to your future.
I love that. That's amazing.
Yeah. I guess that's it. I guess that wraps up our conversation.
that was
Is
a
there
pretty
anything
good
else you
one.
want to say, Mr. Life?
Thank you so much for watching this podcast. I'd like a special thank you to Choi and Sophie for doing this for me.
That's us.
Yeah.
Of course we do this for
Yeah, thank you guys. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video.
Like and subscribe.
It might be out on YouTube, but for now it's just for you guys, whoever bought this. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed this. And
Spread
yeah.
the word. Let everybody
Yeah,
know
life.
is
L
happening.
exclamation point FE.
Life's happening.
I'm a human being, and so are
The
you.
camera's about to die.
Yeah, perfect timing. Bye.
Bye.